Hello everyone, today's the 1-year anniversary of my family of 4 living in tiny space, the Rialta, 2000 Rialta QD Volkswagen. And to celebrate our 1-year anniversary, we've come out here to beautiful Silver Falls State Park in Oregon. And we're having fun out here exploring and whatnot. Thought we'd take the opportunity to kind of do a video tour of the RV and kind of let everybody see on video format what we've been up to for the past year. So come on inside, check it out. First thing I want to point out is that we have done a lot of modifications, one of which is this tile entryway. We put in wood floors and tile entryway. I did do the grouting of the tile in the dark one night, so it's not the best. But the wood floor and the tile, one of the best things that we've done, and would definitely recommend it to anybody that's looking at this type of a living situation. And not too expensive to do either. It's one of the cheaper things. A lot of work, but you can read my post about that. Come on inside and check that out. So back here is the rear part of the RV. This is where we spend a lot of our time. These benches are kind of like what we consider our living room. When it comes time to eat, this folds up and a table pops out of here. All this stuff happens really quickly. And now we've got enough space for us to sit down, have a meal for 4 people. We've actually done 6 people here when we needed to. That folds back up. And then, so this is our living room. It's our dining room. And then come bedtime, it's our bedroom. We fold these down. This makes about a full-size bed. And one of the things that we did was we went and got these small pillowcases from IKEA, and we actually took our regular pillows and cut them down with scissors and shoved them in here so that we have the same structure of pillow but in a smaller package, and then we can use those for throw pillows as well. We have decided to use for the most part, we use these sleeping bags. We got the North Face Dolomite sleeping bags. They're rectangular shape, so they can zip together, or you can just use them as blankets. When it gets really cold, we can keep it as warm in here as we like, but to conserve electricity, we usually just bundle up in our sleeping bags, and everybody gets in their own bag and bundles up, and we're able to do pretty well like that. You might wonder what this suitcase looking thing is here. We have not found a great solution for our dirty clothes. It needed to be something that we could keep enclosed because of smell, and also that we could grab with a handle and take with us whenever we needed to go do laundry. So Carissa found this for $2 at Goodwill, and it's one thing that we just leave sitting around all the time. Another thing that we did back here in the back was we put this TV in. We don't watch a lot of television, but when we want to, it's nice to have. So I just drilled a hole here and stuck this on there with a cable. It's got a really heavy base, and this TV travels real nicely. We've never had a problem with it. It can jolt around a little bit as long as we don't, get into a major accident, and that keeps it from like flying into the back of our head going down the road. Another one of our favorite modifications we've done is we removed the air conditioner unit that was back here, which we never use. It requires you to be plugged into shoreline power, and we've never ever plugged into shoreline power, or to run your generator, and we've never ever run our generator. We've never turned it on. So what we did is we removed the whole thing and covered the top of it with a piece of plexiglass that we cut down to size, and then just caulked around it and bolted it down. It hasn't had any problem with water leakage, and it is absolutely one of our favorite things that we've done. When we lay down at night, we're always looking up at different scenery, either trees or stars, or the occasional light post whenever we do a bad job of parking. You don't want to park underneath the light post because then it makes you feel like you're sleeping in the middle of the day. Finally, back here, we have designated these 2 storage units as, this one's mostly for our food, and we have some baskets that we keep things in. On this side, this is mostly for dishes. We have a skillet that we keep in here, although I don't know where it is right now. We got a few of these plastic drawers that we can keep things in, and a few dishes in this basket here. The one place in the whole RV that I can stand straight up is right here. I'm 6'1", and with shoes on, flat-footed, I can stand straight up. So this is a nice thing to have. This is our closet where we keep our clothes. Again, more of these plastic drawers to add additional space, and we stack a few things here, put our clothes in here. One of the things that's true about us, if you've read our blog, we're trying to be minimalists. So it's difficult with a family of 4, But what we found is that, you know, we need less than we ever thought we needed, and we actually could get by with far less than we currently have, which is what most minimalists say. This is what we call the kitchen. It's a pretty small space, but it does have additional counter space that flips up. 2-burner gas stove that runs on LP gas. Our LP gas bill is about $14 a month, and that includes heating, cooking, and our refrigerator, which runs on LP gas as well. Here we have running water in the sink. Keep a cutting board here for, you know, cutting vegetables and whatnot. There used to be a microwave right here. We removed the whole microwave. It left some kind of stains, but it's been a great modification. We would put these magnetic strips in so we can put things on there, and these little cheap spice tins, and we keep everything from, you know, spices to hair clips to spare change in those. We have our refrigerator. It's not huge, but it's enough space for us, and it runs on either gas, which is the propane, or the battery if you're driving, or you can even, if you hit this, you can plug it in on shoreline power, but again, we never use that. I have a little pantry over here. That's where I keep my coffee stuff mostly. And then, as far as what we kind of call our magic bathroom, it actually has a sink, a toilet, a shower, and extra space for, you know, toiletries and that type of thing, all right inside here. From the side, you can see that, you know, there's not a whole lot of space there, but again, from the side, you can see that I can actually pull this out, and it becomes its own little space. Now I can go in there and use the bathroom, and have a little bit of privacy. When it comes time to take a shower, though, that's the trick, isn't it? Where's the water go? Well, this panel actually pulls up, and there's a drain pan down here. So you put this to the side, and again, you're going to pull this out, and then come on around to the front, and I'll show you what's inside here. Now, while I'm here, I'll show you, we have this extra sink that folds down. Again, running water in there, and then when it folds back up, it creates a shelf that you can use, a little space for stuff here, medicine cabinet, and then this just folds back up and gets out of the way whenever you're finished using it. One of the things that we did here that we've really been grateful that we kind of bumbled into was we took our curtain that snaps up front, and we've installed these 2 snaps here, and all those just screwed straight into the wall, and I'm able to put this up. What that does is it gives us a space to be back here without converting the whole front end to a curtained space, which makes it look, when you're boondocking, it makes it look a little bit more like, you know, somebody's moved into the neighborhood. When this curtain's up from the outside, it looks more, not completely, but it looks more like, you know, there's just a big van parked there. And then, of course, when we get ready to travel, we'll just pop it down. We can either fold it away and put it away, or just hang it over here. These chairs are really easy to just flip around. This is kind of my throne right here. I like to sit here, kick my feet up, read whatever while they're cooking dinner, playing games or whatever. I've got a whole other space to be back here. One of the things that we did also was there used to be a television here. We pulled the whole television out, and we just had a big gaping hole there for, I guess, months. One day I realized, man, it'd be nice to turn that into a bookshelf or something useful, and I just screwed the casing for the television back on and found that it made a perfect bookshelf. For more storage, we have, again, like we had in the back, some space here. For us, we've got a few like cleaning items, that type of thing up here, and then our girls' clothes are up here again, baskets with lids on them for them, so they've got their own space for their own clothes. And we did the same thing for pillows for them. We let them pick their own pillow cases. That was kind of fun. That way they had a little bit of a personal aspect to it. Down here we've got more storage. We have each of the girls, like the adults, have a North Face Youth version of the Dolomite sleeping bag. We have to keep one over here in the corner, and the other one goes right here. They've also got a few toys down there. We're not big on toys, though, so they don't have too many. Back here, took us a while to figure this one out, but we finally just decided we're going to dedicate this space to shoes, because with 4 people, each of us have a couple pairs of different shoes for different purposes. We can throw them all in there, get rid of them. It's a great place for spare shoes. The other thing we did for the girls is we gave them this hook here. It's very easy to just clip into the crack, and they have a place to hang their jackets. Right now we're in April, so you know we're still using jackets. Obviously in the summertime less need for jackets and extra shoes and that type of thing, in which case we can put them in storage. One of the non-negotiables for us was, since we have a first and a second grader, we wanted to all be able to travel together while we were, traveling, of course. So we wanted to all be together up here, not with the kids buckled in a dinette in the back or something. But come bedtime, this actually turns into the kids' bed. It's one of the most fascinating things about what Winnebago and Rialta did with this thing. The girls each used the same approach for their pillows, picked out their own pillowcases. And then this whole unit just folds flat down. It just takes a couple of seconds to do. This pops off. Each one of the sides has one of these that pulls out. That folds down. And then these two items snap in the middle. Some T-bars come out on either side. And just like that, you've got almost a full-size bed, which is more than enough space for our girls to sleep in. They've been sleeping here for a year, and they love it. I want to also say a few words about the electricity in the Rialta. This has been one of the things that we've learned a little bit about. There's a lot that we don't know, but one of the things that we've learned is in order to get enough electricity for our needs, which are pretty minimal, we needed to make a few modifications to the way we are using electricity. The Rialta has a battery for the engine that's just like any other car. It starts it up, but also has two deep cycle batteries that are stored right here. And what we found was that in order for the electricity to have its maximum availability for your use, we needed to put our inverter really close to the battery source and then also use really thick cables. So I got these at a auto store. They're just battery cables. And then I attached a regular, frankly, a pretty small inverter. This is a little bit just kind of pieced together, but we got these thick cables, which, like I said, I got at an auto supply store. Really thick gauge, and just pieced it together straight to the inverter. And again, the main thing is that the inverter is close to the batteries, that the cables are the same length, and then we just keep an extension cord handy, and we can plug the extension cord into this and plug in whatever we want. There is a way for you to wire that system into the electrical system of the RV so that you don't have to run an extension cord, and that you can plug things right into the outlets. That's a really cool idea. I tried it and was unsuccessful, and probably mostly because we don't use that much electricity anyway. About once a week we plug our TV in, and two or three times a week we plug a computer in to charge it up. Other than that, that's about all the electricity that we use, so we just haven't had that great of a motivation to work on that. This works real well for the electrical needs that we have. So that's it. Thank you for taking the video tour of the 2000 Winnebago Rialta Volkswagen QD floor model RV. My family's lived in this thing. It's less than 100 square feet. We've lived in it for a year. We don't know how long we're going to keep living in it, but so far we're really enjoying it and learning a lot. And for us, for now, it's working out just right. Thanks for taking the tour.